Okay. Good morning. Welcome. I'm Paula Atkinson, and I'm going to be hosting Alice's Jones Reiki Share group today. And so thank you all for coming and joining. And in the future, anybody that's listening to this being recorded, welcome. Alice, I think, is on vacation or with her family today. So her computer is there. Her desk is joining us. And so today, we're going to do, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do sort of a guided meditation that's combined with Reiki. So hopefully it'll be interesting and fun. This is the fifth Sunday of the month, the fifth Sunday of June, 2021. And so I kind of was looking up the number 5 to see what number 5 meant symbolically or spiritually. And I found different things about it. It's, I guess, a fairly there's a lot of meaning to it. It's kind of a bridge between spirituality and humanity. I think the number 5, like we have 5 digits and 5 senses, and it's sort of it's like our humanity, but also connecting to the divine. And it's supposed to be the number about adventure. So in our guided meditation, we'll take a little adventure today. So I think we'll just get started. I'm going to open with just kind of a setting our intention and prayer, however you'd like to think about this as we join together. So I just call on the creator spirit of everything and all that is to be present with us today. May all of us be surrounded with love and healing and protection. May all of us be here for the highest good of ourselves and each other person who's joining in today. And may each of us receive exactly what we need to receive in this moment. So we just give thanks in advance for what will come through. I always trust everybody is here who needs to be here and everyone receives what they need to receive. So we'll just start with kind of a gentle breathing and clearing exercise before we start the guided meditation. So, just be comfortable, however that is for you, standing up, sitting down, laying down, whatever is comfortable. And we'll just do a quick kind of energy balancing. So what I'd like everybody to do is take a nice, deep, diaphragmatic breath in to the count of 4. We'll hold it for 4, and then we'll do a slower exhale to the count of 8. So just take a nice, deep breath in, hold it, and exhale, nice and slow. When you exhale, you might even want to breathe it out through your mouth a little bit. So take another nice deep breath in through your crown. Actually, imagine pulling in some energy there. Breathe in. Hold it. And nice slow exhale. Very good. One more time, breathe in through your crown. Hold it. And nice slow long exhale. And so what I'd like us to do is, or if you'll remember when you probably took Reiki 1 with Alice, as I did, at least we did this exercise where you rub your hands together for a few minutes. And you could even imagine breathing some energy in and sending it to your hands through your crown. And kind of direct that to your palms. And then pull them apart and see if you can feel a little bit of some energy. And if you didn't build up quite enough, you could do it again. Just kind of, we're going to use our hands today for our clearing. And you might kind of feel like a little pull or tension between them, or like a little ball of energy that's there. You can just kind of build up a little ball. When we were in Alice's group, I don't know if y'all did this, but when I took her for first Reiki, we actually took the little ball of energy, we passed it around the circle. It was kind of neat. Everybody handed it off to each other and it just continues. So you build up a little ball of energy in your hands. We have extended chakras in our hands. So I just want to use that today. So if you have this ball of energy that you can feel that you've built up, and again, if you don't feel it, you can just kind of try rubbing again and building up a little more, or you can breathe in through your crown and send it to your hands. When you build up a nice little ball there that you can kind of feel, we're just going to take this and we're going to, I want to balance today front to back of our energy system. So you're just going to take your little ball of energy and we'll start up here at the crown. And you can just, we're just going to do it like, it's almost like a slinky that you're just sending that energy forward and backwards. And so if you, as you do your breathing, you can just breathe in and send it through your hands and just kind of treat it like a slinky, like it's just balancing front to back. And you can just imagine it going from the right hand to the left hand. And as you continue breathing, you can just send it through your hands, left to right, right to left. And now we can just move it down to our third eye. Take a breath in and send it through your hands and just feel that ball of energy just traveling, balancing front to back. And as if it's balancing, if it feels there's anything extra there that you need to release or clear, to let that happen. And now we'll move down to your throat. Just let your slinky go front to back, left to right hand. And now on the heart chakra, it's a little awkward behind your head, but if you can, put your hands behind your back. If not, just do it in the front. You can feel that energy kind of flow. I feel it in my heart moving back and forth. Just balancing. Sometimes I think we think about balancing more left to right, but we need to remember there's front to back also. Now down to the solar plexus. Take a nice deep breath in and then send it through your hands. Just back and forth, balancing front to back in perfect harmony. And now we can move down to the sacral chakra. Pushing energy front to back, balancing and harmonizing it. And down to the root now. Just sending energy from one hand to the other, back and forth. And now if you can, touch your feet. And this time, just imagine sending energy from the top of your feet down to the ground, just grounding and anchoring ourselves to the earth. And you can go back and forth too and pull up some earth energy into your feet. As you breathe in, you can inhale the earth energy, and as you can exhale, you can push out anything you need to release out of your chakras into Mother Earth. Okay, excellent. Okay, it's just a little warm-up exercise. All right. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to do a guided meditation. I'm going to start with doing a little bit of a progressive relaxation, just to make sure everyone's kind of very quiet and centered. And it's the best way to tap into your imagination and your divine connection, is to be very relaxed in mind and body. So everyone just take a nice deep breath in. We'll just do 3 nice deep breaths to start. Take an inhale, hold it, and do a nice slow exhale to the count of 8, or as long as you can. Maybe even releasing it through your mouth or your lips. And a nice deep breath in. Quieting the mind, just getting very quiet and centered. And exhale, nice and slow. And one nice last deep breath in. And hold it. Just letting go now and getting quieter and calmer. Exhale nice and slow. And now as you turn your attention inward, you can put your attention on the muscles of your scalp and just imagine them relaxing and loosening. Just feel those muscles get very soft and relaxed. And as you do that, you can feel that relaxation now moving down into the muscles of your forehead and your temples. Just nice and loose, relaxing and letting go of any stress, worries, or cares. And as you continue to breathe, you can just send that relaxation down to the tips of your ears, all the way down to your earlobes, and send that relaxation into your jaw. Let that relax, maybe even open and loosen a little bit. And you can feel that in your chin. And as you continue to breathe nice and slow, you can send that relaxation down into the muscles of your neck, down the back of your spine, down the front of your throat, just being warm and loose and relaxed. And now send that feeling of relaxation down into your shoulders, your right, your left, and feel those muscles just getting loose and limp, letting go of any tension you may be holding there. Just feeling very calm and peaceful. And now send that warm relaxation down into the muscles of your arms, your biceps, and your lower arms, sending it into your wrists, nice and loose, and into the muscles of your hands, feeling a little bit heavy, maybe wherever they're resting, just peaceful and calm. And now send that feeling of relaxation and loosening into your chest, down your sternum, into your stomach, maybe sinking a little bit into the chair or bed that you're on, and spreading that loosening feeling into your back, the center of your shoulders, spreading down, down, down your spine, into your lower back, settling comfortably into your chair or bed. And now feel your hips relaxing, letting go of any tension, holding you firmly, but being very peaceful and calm. And now send that sense of relaxation and loosening into your thigh muscles in the front and your back, hamstrings, just being very loose and limp. Feeling maybe a little bit heavier. And send that down through your knees, all the way down into your thigh muscles, nice and loose, letting go of any tension. And as you do that, send it down into your ankles. May they be peaceful and comfortable, and all the way down through your foot to the tips of your toes, nice and loose, relaxed. And as you're in this relaxed state, just use your imagination, however that works for you. You may see something, you may just sense something, or feel something, or hear something. But just imagine yourself walking down a path. You're outside in the country on a beautiful day. And as you're walking along, you may hear the sound of the grass beneath your feet, or maybe some gravel crunching, maybe just the dirt you're walking on. And as you go on this journey, you notice up ahead there's a large tree. And so you head toward the tree. And this tree can be anything that you imagine. It may be a beautiful oak tree with a large canopy of shade, or it may be a beautiful fir tree, or a Bodhi tree, or anything that your mind takes you to. Just approach this tree. And as you approach it, just notice what you notice about it. See what you see and feel what you feel about this tree that's rooted to the earth, but reaching towards the sky. And you may notice the color of its leaves, the shape of its branches, the texture of its bark. You may smell a scent if it's a tree, or you may hear birds in it, or see the sun through its leaves. Just take a moment with the tree and do whatever feels right to you here in this peaceful place. You may want to climb the tree. You may just want to sit and rest under the shade for a moment. Whatever feels right to you here. And as you're enjoying the beauty of this tree that's connecting the earth and reaching toward the sky, you notice in the distance someone's coming to join you here in this peaceful place. And the someone that's coming is someone that you trust. They're kind and loving. And it's actually one of your guides who's coming to join you here in the shade and peace of this tree. And it may be a guide that you know already, or it may be one you're just meeting today. But this is one of your spirit guides who's coming to join you. So as they get closer, just start to notice what you notice about this spirit. Feel their energy. Are they loving, wise, joyful, kind, healing? Do they seem to be male or female or neither? Just notice what you notice about this being. They're here to be kind and loving to you and to guide you today and help you. So you may notice what they're wearing if they're showing you clothing. They may place a hand on you to give you peace and calm. They may give you a name if you ask. They may not, that's okay. But you can ask and see. Whoever they are, let's thank them for showing up today in advance of their help here. We know they're connected to the Creator, and we know they're connected to your higher self. They're here to love and support you. And if you don't imagine someone showing up for some reason, you can just imagine your higher self, your soul of your soul is here for you today to guide you and help you. So as you're noticing this spirit who's shown up to help you, off their back, they unload like a knapsack they've been carrying, and they set it down on the ground. And in this knapsack, they've actually brought some tools for you to use today. And they may have brought just one tool, if that's all you needed, or they may have brought 3 or 4, or they may have brought a dozen or 20, or whatever it is you're needing today. And so as we go through each chakra in just a moment, as we stop at each chakra, we're going to ask our guide to hand us the tool that they brought that we need for that chakra today. And the tool can be anything that you need and that you can imagine. It may be an eraser, it may be a shovel, it may be a lasso, it may be a lantern. It can be anything that you need to help clear and balance and harmonize that chakra. So we're going to start today with our root chakra. And so as you bring your attention to your root chakra, the red ball of energy down at the base of our spine, I want you to ask your guide who's there to hand you the tool that they brought for you to use. And as you breathe in and pull in energy from your crown and direct it to your root chakra, let them show you how to use the tool that they brought that you need to help you with that today. And if you're unsure, ask them to explain to you why they brought that and why you need that. They will tell you why. So just send love and energy to your root chakra, following the direction of your guide. And you can continue on with that, or if they brought another tool or multiple tools, you can ask them to show you the next one, or just continue on with what you were doing. All of this is working to bring you a greater sense of safety and security in your physical life. Maybe clearing any sort of familial or tribal energy or bonds, but making you feel more safe and secure in your life here. And as you feel able, you may send a little bit of healing Reiki energy to the root chakras of everyone else who's here on the call today, and everyone else who may be listening in the future by recording. There is no time in the other dimension. They're here with us now, and we're there with them now. And as you and your guide are ready, we'll progress up to the Sacral Chakra, the orange ball of energy below your belly button, the center of your emotions and your sense of creativity, both physically and in terms of our sexuality and our ability to create life, and also artistically and our ability to create and manifest things here on earth. And so as you do this, just turn to your guide with their kind, loving face and gentle energy and ask them to give you the tool or tools that are right for you to use on this chakra today, whatever they may be. They know what you need, and they can even show you how to use it or why they brought it. Just clearing and balancing this orange chakra. Maybe letting go of any sort of sense of guilt or blame. And letting go of anything related to past relationships that are no longer serving you. We just continue breathing and sending your focus and energy to your sacral chakra, using whatever tool is appropriate. Maybe learning something new you hadn't thought of before that you can use again and again as you need. And as you're ready, maybe send some loving kindness and healing energy to the orange sacral chakras of everyone else that's here today and everyone else in the future who will listen to this recording. And they can send some to us because there is no time on the other dimensions. And as you are ready, focus your attention now on the yellow ball of energy, your solar plexus, that's in the center of your stomach, right above your belly button. And you can just see that glow. And you can ask your guide, what tool have you brought for me today so that I can get this solar plexus, the center of my personal power and the center of our self-esteem, back in alignment and balanced and harmonized. So just let them show you what they've brought, whether it's one or more tools, and let them explain why they've brought it or how to use it. And you can use this again and again in the future as you need it. Continue sending love and healing energy to your solar plexus as you breathe, just clearing and balancing that yellow ball of light, watching it grow brighter and brighter as you restore some of your personal power that you may have given away intentionally or unintentionally. And as you are able, send some love and healing to the solar plexus of everyone else here today and those who may listen in the future. And as you feel ready with your guide, let's move our focus now up into our heart chakra in the center of our chest, which may be either a green, bright green ball of light, or maybe shaded with pink, or maybe it's pink entirely that you see full of love. This is the center of our healing. It's the center of our energy system, the middle between the lower earth energies and the upper divine energies. So it needs to be in the most perfect balance of all our chakras. So ask your guide to show you what tool or tools they have brought today to help your heart heal in whatever way it needs to heal, to clear and to flow properly in harmony and balance. Balancing those lower chakras with the energy of your upper divine chakras and being your connection to other human beings. Just ask them to show you what they've brought and how to use it. Your heart chakra is the center of your compassion, both for yourself and for others. So if you're needing to show some compassion today to anyone in your life, or just even to yourself about where you're at in life, how you've gotten there, and where you're going. And as you're able, send some of that love and compassion to other people who are here today in the Reiki share and to those who may be listening to the recording in the future. Let their hearts be full of love and peace and tranquility. And as you're ready and able, bring your attention now to the beautiful blue ball of light in your throat. That's the center of your truth and your power to communicate truth, and your will, your free will to choose to communicate truth and how you communicate that and how we speak to ourselves and to others. And ask your guide to show you the tools that he or she or it brought for you today to make this blue ball of energy in your throat expand and glow and flow freely in balance and harmony, opening up, clearing any blockages. Maybe they brought a shovel for your throat. And if they've brought more than one tool, you can ask them to show you the next tool. Or if you just have one, just continue following their guidance and direction. That's what they're here to do for you. And as you feel able, you can send some healing energy and love, and maybe the energy and power of that tool or tools to the throat chakras of others in the group who might also benefit from the tools that your guides have brought to you. We can all use a little help from each other. So send them some love and energy for their throat chakras. That all may be cleared and strengthened and emboldened to be your truth here on earth. And as you are ready now, bring your focus and attention to your third eye as we move more up toward our divine connection. This violet or indigo circle of light in the middle of your forehead, that's the center of your dreams, your visions, your connection to your intuition, to seeing the big picture in your life and the lives of others. It's the one step beneath the divine connection and above our body, giving us perceptions that are outside of our body in other dimensions. And so allow your guide to show you how to use whatever tool they brought to help this energy center be more clear and free to spin at the proper speed, to be balanced, and to be connected down to your throat, down to your heart, down to your solar plexus, sacral, and root, and also to tap into the divine above. So imagine all that connectivity being strengthened, stronger and stronger, and the energy being able to flow more freely from what information is coming into your intuition to be able to be absorbed into the other chakras and that are more connected to your physical body and existence. And as you feel able, you can send some of that healing energy or maybe even loan that tool to others here in the group. They may also benefit so they can strengthen their own intuitive connection. And to others who may be watching in the future, may they have that connection strengthened as well. And as you are ready, let's move our attention and our focus to our crown chakra, our connection to the divine, and ask your guide to show you the tool or tools that he or she or they have brought today to strengthen this part of your energy system, our connection to our faith, to the spirit world, to our creator. And they can show you how to open that channel or clear that channel of any blockages, any fears that may be holding you back, so that you can be filled with more wisdom and understanding in your life. And that you may feel more connected even to your own soul in your higher self. who holds that wisdom and wants to share it with the part of you who's here. Soul of your soul. And here you may want to ask your guide if they have one last piece of advice for you or blessing that they would like you to hear today about your life and where you are or where you're going. They will tell you. And when you feel ready, you realize it's time to wind down this interaction you've had with this guide. And so be sure to give gratitude and thanks to their beautiful soul and spirit for showing up for you today, for being with you in your life and watching over you, and for everything that they've shared and brought. And the tools that they brought today are tools they meant for you to use today, but to have for future anytime you feel a need to revisit and use one of these ideas they've given you or methods they've shown you. They're here to help you on your path. And so thank them for showing up and for loving you and for being present here in the group. Because when each one of us is strengthened individually and grows individually, the group grows and prospers. And so we thank all the guides. I thank the guides for showing up. And we say goodbye to them. But knowing that if this is a guide you already knew, that they've been with you and they will be with you for as long as you need. And if this is a new guide you didn't know before, just know that who they are and that they're with you now. And they're here to help you anytime you need to call on them. And so say goodbye, and you may just see them sort of walking down the path, fading away further and further. And more you're coming back to the present here in your body, on earth, where you're sitting or lying down, and returning back to the present moment in the room where you are. And so you may just want to rub your hands together, rub your face, your eyes, just kind of coming back to the moment. You can stretch. Nice big stretch and a smile. Excellent. I think I'll close. I always like to close with these Reiki principles. I'll just say them. You can say them out loud or to yourself silently. Just a good way to go from here into our day of the rest of the world. So just for today, I will not anger. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. And just for today, I will be kind to every living being, including myself. Excellent. We have a few minutes, and I would love to hear if anyone wants to share. And as usual, if anybody needs to jet early, you can type the word stack in the chat and I'll call on you first. And if not, I'll just call on Ashley, if you would like to share anything.
Oh, that's great. I was getting ready to unmute as you were saying that. Thank you so much for that, Paula. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I thought that was I thought that all the exercises were interesting. I actually didn't do Reiki 1 with Alice, so I didn't know about
the ball of energy.
The slinky. Yeah, the energy slinky. So I thought that was neat. And then the exercise with the guide as well, I felt when you started out, like even before you said, like someone is approaching, like my guide was already there. It was like my guide was preempting what you were saying.
Sorry. No worries.
Yeah, so it was clear, and I got some insight into blockage or debris and like heart chakra. So there were a few things that I think that I'm gonna have to look into following this, just to like delve deeper, because also some like names and stuff came up.
Oh,
but overall I found it useful and I really appreciated it. So thank you.
sure. You're welcome. My pleasure. Christina Prell, anything you'd like to share? I should say too, this is
Good morning, everyone.
Okay. If anybody doesn't want to be recorded, just tell me and I'll pause it. But
oh yeah, thank you. I'm fine with being recorded. So for the most part, I didn't feel like I was being visited by any guides or being given any suggestions. It was just I felt kind of tired for the most part, and then but for the crown chakra, what happened was I just got an image of a person, a being, just sitting in meditation, like on a cloud. And I heard the word stillness, and I felt such stillness. Like, be still, get in touch with stillness. And I felt it. I felt how that was what I needed to try and practice and get in touch with a lot more.
Okay. I think when we aren't really still and quiet, like it's a block. So things aren't going to come through. So I guess that was, the point that maybe they were trying to say at the end. The reason maybe you weren't getting things coming through is that lack of that stillness. So maybe if it helps you in the future, if you could revisit that cloud or whatever it is that gave you that sense of calm, maybe that's a place for you to start in future, to just try to tap into that peaceful cloud quietness, so that things, because we block ourselves, right, with our mind, and our mind's going and we're distracted and all that. You can't, receive other guidance when you aren't that sort of sense of inner stillness.
That's a good point. Yep,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, good. I'm glad. Thank you, Christine. How about Judy? You're muted still.
Hi, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm still on vacation, so I've got 3 grandchildren under the age of 8 right out their door playing, so I'm trying to be quiet and still be doing these meditations. So that was very beautiful. I was able to find my earphones and plug in and really then was able to relax and go into the meditation. So much was coming through for me, and I really thank you. I haven't done a spirit guide meditation in probably 11 or 12 years. So it was very powerful. The images coming through, and a lot of mountains and overlooking the earth and rivers and valleys, and just looking from a higher perspective down and just responsible for our knowledge, to coming to this beautiful acknowledgement of our higher good, and to how that this collective group can be empowered, and just looking down and with the wisdom kind of channeling through, and to see the beauty of the earth and the mountains and the rebirthing constantly, and the being going with the flow and the changes and the elements of them, the solar plexus. And I felt so much work being done to me that I didn't even try to attach, physically feeling it gurgling like an emptiness, like things just moving. I just went, don't try to figure out what.
Yeah, just go with it. Yeah.
Yes, really just going, just release here. And it continued for a while as we moved through. It became even more powerful, more powerful. And I can still feel the crown of my head. Shintamanti kept coming to my mind from the beginning. And I went very much into towards like this mythical land of Shambhala. It was so powerful that there really are not words to put into this, to what was happening in this meditation. So I do thank you so much for that. And it was powerful. It was like kind of like in Eastern, like kind of like in China, it kind of started and kind of moved then into India, and just going so deep into the back roots that I always wonder if I must have some kind of Chinese in me as well.
You might have been visiting some past lives or something.
It was incredible. I truly thank you. Thank you. And for the group too. And Paula, I have to say, at one point when we were on the throat, you kind of giggled and said something about a shovel. And so sudden I started kind of working on your throat, even though all this work was being done.
Could be.
And I started helping you with your throat. And one of the things that came to me from my grandmaster, using different tools with the Qigong, was iron tongues, and everything was always from the iron period, the iron. So then I started using iron tongues on your throat, clearing. And then I had the visualization as I'm trying to work on you. All of a sudden someone was like doing a roto-rooter in me, like, oh, wild. It was so sweet. Times, and laughter is always the best medicine.
Yeah.
But at some point I just felt like you had some kind of relief, as all of a sudden maybe you pictured your shovel and giggled or something, and then it just kind of drew my attention to help you a little.
Oh, I just know I have blockages in my throat.
So I was using, from my grandmaster came and visit too. He passed away a couple of years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And he was so there, and he was telling me, like, you have to remember the 8 treasures and different things. So I was utilizing all this, and then started doing the iron tongues on you. So I were aware of anything, but iron tongues is a very good one for pulling out. And then anything goes very deep into the earth, no less than 3 feet deep into the earth. So I felt like Grandmaster was helping you too, and reminding me of my tool bag. About you. So thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Judy. How about Julie?
Judy, if you ever feel like doing that for me, I would be most grateful. But you were probably sending it anyway. I'm joking, but that's really powerful. I love that.
I love how Paula does reminders of our whole group, and that we can be with ourselves, but also that we're so multifaceted that we can leave this and go and help other people, and that we are helping each other, and we are growing more powerful together. I love it. And I love everyone. And thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I it's so interesting because I laughed too when you said the throat, because I have actual blockages. Like and I realized I heard that I needed to speak my truth, which I don't always have been afraid, or, especially from authority figures. And only recently, just yesterday, actually, I stood up to a doctor. And I stood up to this other person that has been giving me, like always, a lot of grief. And I can see it's helping that I'm speaking my truth. I as well. I mean, this is just such a lovely group and so many wonderful teachers. I'm very grateful. I'm Catholic. I don't think that matters, but I've connected often with, the Holy Trinity. But Jesus, I have actually you know, I think when I was younger, I connected, but I haven't recently. And he came to me for the first time. I have a friend that is a healer that connects constantly with Jesus. And it was so interesting because everything seemed so simple and tranquil. Like I tend to try so hard, but he just like gave me peace in every chakra. You know, it's just a simple action that can be profound. And oh, like I'm tearing up. Really, really beautiful because, you know, it's stuff that I have or know, but don't always really embrace. And I think that's what he gave me, you as well in the group, because, you know, just to simply say, I don't like this, or this isn't right, is a simple action, but it's tremendously powerful. So, or even just knowing that you're protected by angels, you know, I know that, but I don't always intrinsically believe that. And that can make your entire body feel protected in a way that you normally wouldn't intrinsically feel. So I thank you. And I thank the group because I don't know that I've done a meditation quite like that. And I'm grateful. So thank you.
Good. My pleasure. How about Corinne? You're muted.
Yes. Mine was the same. To me came up Jesus. And I was like, okay, Jesus, thank you. So that was very, yeah, that was very nice. Yes. So that was very nice. He had in the back, it was a needle. Yes, a needle, a stethoscope.
Sure.
Then a big scissor for the garden. Then the cords and all that. So I was like, huh? What cord? And then from my root chakra to my solar plexus, I saw I had a lot of really big, really huge cords around me, like around me and in me. So it was like starting cutting all the cords, and yeah, that was that was kind of crazy.
Giving power away to other people through cords sometimes, you know, or
yes. So I'm actually losing myself often just to make them happy. I forgot about me all the time. And I saw all that cords been cutting, like from the tiniest one to the big one. And then when I was at my solar plexus and heart and throat, I saw like a black, like I don't know, tear. Is it tear?
Tear.
Is this? Yes, this.
Like a rip.
Yes, like you know, like glue or something.
That's what the needle was for. Did you sew it up?
No, it's like he helped me like to take it out, the tear. It's like sulfur. It was like sulfur for me, kind of, and like taking out of me like all that bad stuff happened in the past and everything. So that was, yeah, that was pretty interesting. From my solar to my throat, I saw all that black stuff going out, and with the needle, when he put the needle in, he was like taking the white light and put it in me, like and cleans out with the white light. So that was that was very interesting. And then on my third eye, I saw like the universe, and we all were sitting together, and everybody has the same universe, like I saw, like the universe with the stars, and then it went like a spiral like this and up to the universe, and then out from our back head to all other ones. So that, yeah, that it was
That's
really
some good
nice.
visuals.
Yeah, that was really nice. And then my crown too is like cleaning up, because this is where I have some issues sometimes to believe or think that I'm really connecting. Sometimes I'm like disbelieve in me, like, okay, I'm connecting, but then the Jesus and then Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael came up too.
Oh wow.
I forgot to say that on my heart and my chakra, and said, you well, you good, you connected. or freak out. So that was really, really nice. Yes. And it was like my crown chakra is like going up like this, like the uh, white crystal light, like very, very beautiful, very, very nice.
Mm,
So
nice.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Christine, I don't think I've called on you yet.
Can I say something? Corinne,
Sure.
thank you. I mean, everyone for sharing, because Jesus must have been with us and helping us all today, along with all the grand masters that everyone mentioned. But that's so powerful, and it's so interesting how he manifested. And I just love what you just said. So thank you, and Judy and everyone else. It's so
Thank
helpful.
you.
Thank you.
Christine, do you want to share?
Yeah, no, I agree with everyone. This was great. Very interesting imagery throughout. Um, yeah, so one of the tools that my guy brought was Windex for my third eye, and just
Clear off the fog.
spray and clear.
I knew somebody would have something funny. I was waiting to hear what you guys always surprise me. Like the one time I did the music, and I forget who it was. I don't think it's anybody today, but somebody heard like wind instead of music, and I was like, wow, I wouldn't have thought of that. So I knew you guys would come up with something interesting.
Yep, always something
Windex.
interesting.
That's
And just in the beginning, I feel like I'm holding a lot of tension in my brain, like reading too many news articles, and my brain just goes into high alert. So the whole relaxing of the brain thing was incredibly helpful.
Oh, good. Yeah, we carry a lot of tension, even in our scalp, you don't realize it, and here in, your temples, like all those there's muscles, all over our skeleton. And, we think about our muscles in the arms and the legs, but we have muscles, in our cheeks and, and so sometimes just focusing on those ones we don't think about, we don't even realize we're holding tension on top of your scalp. Like, it's just good to kind of focus on that stuff. Good, excellent.
So very helpful. Thank you.
My pleasure. I think that's everyone. I don't think I'll call on Alice's desk. I don't think it's going to share much. But anyway, so I'm going to stop the recording here. And thank you, everybody, there we go.